always excited when I can eat poutine, and then being able to eat it with tater tots is double exciting. So the sauce was fine. It's not like the best vegetarian poutine sauce I've ever had, but not the worst.
When I had a bite of your chicken burger, I will say it made me immediately think of like a McDonald's chicken burger, which is not high praise, but not that bad. And what I always do for a McDonald's chicken burger is I add pickles.
I know, I wish there'd been pickles on there.
And you are a bit of a pickle fiend.
I am a pickle fiend.
You had us order fried pickles before the meal.
You say I had us. I said, we don't need them. I don't need that much food. And then you ordered them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But it's because you knew in my heart I wanted them.
You got it. But even despite all that, I think...
Chicken burger.
Oh, that would have been... I think, get rid of the chicken. Just put a bunch of deep fried pickles with cheese in a bun. Anyway.
I know I don't disagree with a little onion and lettuce. I think that would be good.
No
and
onion,
maybe spicy,
but some lettuce.
maybe some spicy mayonnaise.
No, some ranch. I don't know. They always give you spicy mayo with deep fried pickles, but it should always be ranch.
I'm not going to argue that much.
No, ranch is so
ranch
good.
and deep fried.
Ranch and deep
seems
fried
like
pickle.
something you have more with a cucumber, no?
Well, they're just pickled cucumbers.
Yes.
And you did
even
say-
said these tasted like cucumbers. Imagine if you dipped that in ranch. Come on, it would have been good.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it. I think I do like the Kool-Aid pickles more.
I've never had
Really?
a Kool-Aid pickle.
Deep fried
Sounds so
so
gross.
A deep fried
Yeah, but why
Kool-Aid
would you want
pickle?
your pickle to be sweet?
Well, is it even a pickle anymore?
More pickle than this was pickle.
This was pickle?
This was not pickle.
It's true.
This was
Matthew
pickle.
did point out that they tasted like cucumbers, and I had a reaction at that moment when you said it at the table. But it's true. Maybe these pickles
They
were
just
not
weren't strong
that
pickles.
dilled, but they in the deep frying maybe they lost some of their flavor. They
The
weren't as
fermentation
dark
was
green
lost.
as a pickle normally is, and they weren't as pickle flavored. Maybe they pickle their own pickles.
No, definitely not. Those didn't taste like home pickles.
Heck if I know.
They just get cheap pickles.
Could be.
Yeah.
Compliments pickles.
Yeah,
Dollar
exactly.
store pickle,
Dollar
yeah.
store pickles.
There's a dollar store very close to there, so it's quite possible.
I'm very satisfied with that we got fried pickles, not necessarily with the
The fried
quality
pickles
of the
themselves.
fried pickles.
Any fried pickles are good fried pickles.
Yes.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Now, Matthew, a couple of weeks ago, I want to share a story with you. I want to see if it is our new business plan. This podcast doesn't make that much money, and maybe I've got a side source of revenue
Does
for
it
us.
make any money?
It
You got
loses money.
some shoe discounts.
You got shoe discounts?
That's true. Remember, I got
Oh,
shoe
yeah,
discounts.
you got shoe discounts.
50% off a few pairs of shoes. You did not.
50% off a few pairs of shoes. It could have been 50% off a pair of shoes, and then I could have had 50% off a pair of shoes. But instead, you just had 50%
Somebody
off
really
multiple
loves
shoes.
shoes.
You could have also jumped in on that shoe buying 50% off, but
You told me about it far too late.
Didn't
is
you know
this
about
all
it beforehand?
No, you told me about it after you,
You
bought
talked
the
about
shoes.
it on the podcast before you went shopping for the shoes. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't know.
We'll have to check the tape to look back on the
Yeah.
timeline.
Okay,
But,
so is that the only freebie we've ever gotten?
We've gotten a free burger.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
500 episodes in.
So I was at work,
Yes.
and I left work. I was walking to the bar, and there was something in my boot. And I got to the bar, and I sat
Or
down.
bottom. That's
I'm intrigued.
And I got to the bar, and everyone was finding a seat, and I didn't go with them. I just sat down to figure out what was in my boot. Took my boot off, reached in there.
What was in the boot? What was in
No,
the boot?
I like the suspense.
I pull it out.
Please remember that he's all by himself.
I'm
right
all by
now,
myself
okay?
in the bar. At
How
this
long
point.
were you walking when you
Oh, good
from
God,
the
what
moment you
was
realized
it?
there was something in the boot to the moment you got to pull it out of the boot? What was going on in your head?
Boy, what is this? Maybe it's some fluff. Maybe it's I didn't know what it was.
Fluff really
it felt like a
irritate you
thick.
that much?
It felt like a thick piece of fluff.
Like a piece of road salt?
No. Thicker and flatter and wider than that.
So you weren't expecting the gem that was to be found,
Exactly.
which I imagine it has to be.
I reach into, not actually a gem, but I reach into my boot and I pull out a very shiny nickel. I look
I
around
was gonna say that
and
I was
hold the
gonna
nickel
say
out for all
that.
to see, but there's no one around.
Why is this?
And I'm weirded
It's
out.
almost like it didn't even happen if no one else saw it.
And
Right.
you're weirded out?
I'm weird. Well, how did a nickel get in my boot?
You're like
Someone
a
dropped
leprechaun.
a nickel.
I suppose. So the next day, I tell Jasmine about it. And as I'm leaving work, I put on
Maybe
my.
there was a hole in your pocket.
Let's see where this
It's
is
possible.
going. Because
No, I would have felt it fall in there. But anyway, and there was no holes in my pocket. There were no holes in my pocket. I put on my. It was in my left boot. I put on my left boot again at work, and I go, "What the heck?"
It was the same nickel.
Pull out my foot, another nickel. I go, "Okay, my boot's making money.
okay,
We're talking 35 cents a week.
yeah.
You put that away, it adds up."
Did you feel a little bit of like miraculous, like going on?
Just you wait.
Okay.
I put on my right boot.
Jesus.
Lo and behold, guess what's in there?
It's the Immaculate
quarter?
Conception.
A loony.
I was gonna say a loony, but I thought that was pushing it.
No. A $20 bill.
Maybe a quarter, but surely not a loony.
So these
Like
boots,
forget my
And
left boot.
then he thought that I'd done it as a joke. But I had
Not the
nowhere
case.
near his boots.
I thought that's what it was gonna
my
be.
boots are just
What?
slowly making money.
Very
If
slowly.
I just maybe wear these boots more often, take them on and off more often,
Yeah.
more money will accumulate.
Leave them in the staff room where apparently someone dropped her entire float. That would probably be the...
That could be. A lot of change was dropped around there. But in consecutive days, my left boot, both days had a nickel.
I just picture you now.
35 cents a
What?
week, like you said.
35 cents a
Wait,
week.
Big
so
bucks.
Did what happened? Is it still making money?
No.
No new money lately.
It was a 2-day thing.
I really pictured
But I
picture
haven't
this.
put my boots in the exact same spot. Maybe I need to return them to the same
Perhaps you do.
Has Sebastian? Have you been waking up in the morning like really early at the crack of dawn, like an excited little boy on Christmas morning,
Checking his boots.
running up to your boots?
Whoa, hold on
spot.
though.
Shaking them and only finding road salt.
You have like 50 pairs of shoes. Have you checked them all?
That's a good point.
Oh, the
This
boot.
reminds me of the 10th Kingdom.
But only one of those.
Not
is
a reference
boots.
anyone will
Yeah,
understand.
none of us.
I have no
I
idea
don't
what
know
that
what
is.
you're talking about.
Is this some deep Bible
I don't
stuff?
even understand it. and I-
What?
Bibles.
Like the back, like past Psalms.
yeah, in the Bible, if you really read it, it
There's
says
the 10th kingdom.
Whoever listens
there will
to this,
be-
you know.
there's something called the boot fairy
Okay.
in the Bible,
Boot fairy.
and they leave
Biblical boot fairy.
minuscule amounts of money in
In
your
Bible
boots.
times was only but a shekel.
Shekels, halfpennies,
Halfpenny.
halfpenny.
Oh, it's a halfpenny.
Halfpenny.
between a halfpenny and a halfpenny.
A halfpenny.
A halfpenny. Well, I'm really so. I'm sorry that you haven't made more money. I thought this was going to be an ongoing thing.
It may be.
Well, it already has ended.
It has ended. Yeah, this was weeks ago.
Are they the boots that are in our vestibule right
Yeah.
now?
Yes, I'll check that after
No,
we
go-
record.
go-
We'll check on these boots, see if
Let's
they've
go
made
check.
any
Go,
money.
go put some change in it.
I should have done it. Now it's too late.
Go put some cat litter in his boot.
Yeah.
I'll put more than cat litter.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Your
Please
go
don't.
your go-to prank. It never disappoints.
Oh, speaking of, when I was cleaning the
She actually
apartment
don't
today,
know.
I found
Mallory, do
so
you
much
often
cat
shit in
barf.
boots? Oh.
It's my favorite pastime.
Cleaning
now
up
that
cat
you mention it.
Wait, what is your favorite pastime now? There's so much going on.
Anything to do with... Oh my god, never mind.
Yeah.
Poop and boots. Jasmine, you had a story that you wanted to tell.
I did.
Before we actually get to the ratings, it's something that I see you laughing at now, and I feel like you're going to laugh your way through this entire story.
No one else is going to find it funny. That's the best
I don't know.
part.
I heard the title of this story, and I am deeply amused.
It's not that funny, but I found it so funny. I can't not laugh at it. So, in Cuba, 7 and I were taking a walk. I can't. 7 and I were taking a walk. And we had a coffee. And we were just walking on this grass. And if anyone who's been to Cuba knows that nothing is flat or straight or well kept in Cuba. So first he kind of like trips over this little bump in the grass, and then in front of the bump, about 3 steps forward, is this hole. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sebastian is just so behaved.
and, like, it's not a very deep hole. I'd say like if I stood in it, it would go up to like mid calf maybe, but it's a fairly sizable hole, and I saw it from very far away, and I was positive he had also seen it. And so we're walking, we're having this nice stroll. He trips over the first bump, and then he goes, "Look at those trees over there. Isn't it so nice that?" And as I look, I just hear "walk," and I turn around, And Steph's lying in the hole with his arm outstretched, like he's just like having a nap, and he's perfectly saved his coffee, which was the most beautiful part about it.
He's had a lot of experience.
And I was very nice, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he said yes. And then I laughed for 2 hours. I think pretty much 2 hours straight. And it was because he was just like, "Look at those beautiful oh fuck!" And it was beautiful. And the fact that he looked so, and then afterwards he took me back and he was like, "See that hole in the hole? That's where my knee hit." And he was so traumatized. And I don't know. And he was pretty mad. He was like, "If you fell in a hole, you wouldn't let me laugh like this." And I was like, "I think I would." Like,
but especially if you
he was fine.
The tripping that happened 3 feet before was your warning to pay attention to the
best
ground.
Part. It was like a little trip, big hole right in his path. But he was busy looking at the trees.
Instead of looking at your immediate next couple of steps to make sure it doesn't happen again, you look off in the distance.
Every day of my life, I see the 3 feet in front of me. How often do I see beautiful palm trees swaying in the breeze?
But I mean, I'd seen the hole. And I also looked at the palm tree.
Why didn't you warn him about the hole?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just twofold. I didn't warn him about things because just earlier that day we'd been on the beach and it was really rough water. And I guess a rogue wave came in, but I didn't notice till the last minute. And he was facing me and I went, "Watch out!" And then this huge wave hit us and his ass was wet. And so that's two times in the same
Carried
day.
out to sea.
But hold on.
That watch out. The tea was exiting her mouth as the wave was hitting me. So there was definitely not enough time.
Just enough to startle you and make it even worse.
But I didn't realize because it wasn't coming anywhere near us. And then I was like,
she was facing the ocean.
I was like, that wave's still coming.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Watch out. And then, but okay, if you're walking straight and there's a hole, let's say you're walking with Mallory, you aren't going to be like, "Watch out for that," because she'd be like, "No shit." You know, like, why would I have warned him about a hole that was directly in his line of vision?
I feel like I tell Mallory to watch out for any object or thing that could cause hazard.
Well, now I know, except I'll never tell him to watch out because him falling in a hole was so funny.
Yeah.
That if he wants to do it again, I'll be fine with that.
And I'll be honest, it did hurt.
Oh, come on. You said my knees hurt a little.
Because I had a sunburn on my knees. And I fell onto dry grass that sort of scraped my sunburny knees.
That makes it so much better.
No. Everything about it. It's because I could picture the fall, too. Because I picture how it happened. Because he just stepped in and then the ground was lower than he thought. So he just kind of toppled over.
He gave up.
Yeah, basically. He didn't even try. He was just like, "Oh, guess I'm going down. Oh, fuck."
The amount of times he's assumed a fetal position when it was unnecessary.
Whoa, really?
Every time.
Like my life has been leading up to this moment.
I mean, there's one, and it's a thing we've talked about before, but I don't think Mallory's heard it. Once we attacked Sebastian with a
frozen chicken.
After you stopped him for the day? Was this it? No.
A fruit chicken.
I attacked
you
him.
had
Cooked chicken. Yeah. We took it anyway. You tried
What
battling.
chicken weapons?
You tried battling, and then anyway, you went to the fetal position because you didn't want to fight anymore.
That's true.
So,
It's funny because I only know him as aggressive.
yeah, well, he had to grow. He had to get stronger. He had to
One
start fighting
time,
back.
I playfully, his girlfriend tried to wrestle with him, and he just put me in a headlock with his leg, kept drinking his beer. I was turning blue, and he was just like, "Say, uncle."
I didn't say uncle.
You did. You said,
I said
or tap out. Sorry, tap out. And I was like, I'm wrestling with my nope. Like, he just goes all in right away. Super aggressive. I could barely breathe, and he's just like, "Tap out, what?"
Yeah.
Jasmine
Beer.
sometimes has big fits of energy that I don't feel like matching. I felt like drinking my beer at that time. And the only way to end this wrestling match was to end the wrestling match and drink my beer.
I learned my lesson. I'll never wrestle with him again.
No,
But she refused to tap out,
Because
which is
I'm
another part of the problem.
competitive.
Yeah.
So
and because
then,
I'm your girlfriend, you were supposed to wrestle with me playfully.
Sebastian,
The only way I could win would be to do something horrible to you, like punch you in the nuts, and I didn't want to do that because we were play fighting, but not you.
And nobody wants to be the one to tap out because that's
No. But that's how you ended.
But you were going to let me pass out. Yes, you were. Don't even
I
deny
couldn't
it.
see your eyes, so I couldn't really judge it one way or the other.
I was seeing spots.
Heck, if I knew that.
I told you.
That's why you tap out.
No.
Well,
that's why you let your girlfriend play fight you and don't try to kill her.
That's why you pass out, because you refuse to tap out. These are lessons in life lessons.
I've wrestled with you, and I've seen you wrestle, and you're very quick to end it because you get somebody in that headlock,
I know.
and then you basically say, Is this done? Are we
It
done?
takes all the fun
And then
out
it's
of it.
and then it's
Yeah,
over.
that's it. I just
But
wanted to have some
Oh
fun.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I don't wrestle for funsies.
No, he
No,
doesn't.